first flight that hit the World Trade Center I was booked on, and I missed it by, I guess like 10 minutes.
No kidding.
Yeah. I arrived at the gate, and I was drinking the night before and was hungover and was late, which is why I'm now an alcoholic.
It saved your life.
But you were supposed to be on that flight.
I was on that flight, yeah, and it was a combination of alcohol, and my travel agent had written 8:15 on my itinerary, and the flight actually left at 7:45, so it was her mistake, and I sent her a basket of booze. And I get to the gate, and they said, or not the gate, I get to the ticketing desk, and they said, they just closed the gate, you're too late, and I was, I said, well, Chris, and I called my office. I left my assistant a phone message that said, I missed the 7:45, I'm just gonna take the 11 o'clock. And he did not get that message until about 20 minutes after it all happened. And so he was at the office, and there was like 20 minutes where I guess, they tell me, my producer and the production staff, there was about 20 minutes that they thought that I was on the flight.
How did that make you feel, though, about missing that flight? Did it put you more in touch with your destiny?
Fortunately, it didn't. I'm not a fatalist. I've never been a fatalist. I actually think that kind of stuff on a much smaller scale probably happens more often than we like to think. You cross the street 5 minutes later.
But had you ever missed a flight before?
I had. That was the other thing. I had been late for a lot of flights.
Are you a suspect as a result?
It's amazing. Yeah. You'd think.
Check all the people who had information.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, I pride myself. That's one of my sayings. I don't miss flights.
Yeah.
I don't miss flights.
That's probably one of the things that made it
awesome.
not so
well, no,
bad.
I'm just saying. Like,
that's extraordinary.
What I'm saying is, maybe he had that philosophy, and this was the one time he missed it. Then it would be very.
I'm the guy that shows up at.
What about the poor guy who was flying standby?
That's what I.
Do you ever feel guilty about that?
That's what I.
The guy who's like
always
standing by. It's like, oh great, a seat opened up.
Yeah, it's
It's just if you go there in your head,
it can screw
I guess
you
you
up,
just gotta just say,
yeah.
This stuff happens all the time, because it probably does.
I had missed more flights than I had made up till that point. Like I really, I was always sort of notorious for I would get to the, I would like, boy, it's so early, I want to sleep in, like give me just 5 more minutes, and I would end up being late for the flight and have to take the next one out. And that's what I tried to do this time, and fortunately this time it was, alcohol was my friend.